Is Labour's welfare policy all pain and no gain? In the budget this week, we had more details about Rachel Reeves' plans to save £5 billion from the welfare budget. Some pretty deep cuts that are going to put 50,000 people into relative poverty. If you want to reverse a welfare state that's gone badly in the wrong direction, then of course it's not going to be easy. Now, you can see that Liz Kendall, the Work and Pension Secretary, genuinely wants to turn this around. But you can also see that she doesn't really have a plan to do it. So far, we've seen plans to take money away from people, but that isn't going to have much of an effect. It seems they're simply going to take them not from welfare into work, but from welfare into slightly less well-paying welfare. But there is another way. It comes not from a think tank in London, not from any government member, but from Barnsley Council. That Labour-run council did a fantastic report where they did surveys of all of those in the area who weren't working and said to them, how many of you would like to work in the right circumstances? It said if those results were transferred nationwide, it would suggest 4.5 million people who would be willing to move back into work. Now, if you were to do that, it's a big if, but you'd see something like £80 billion more in income tax revenue and about at least £10 billion less in welfare expenditure. This is the goldmine. But to see where we're going to be heading next, just consider two figures. The number of people who are going to join out-of-work sickness benefit from the economy is set to increase by 650,000 by the end of the Parliament. That's a huge figure, equivalent to the working population of Birmingham. So what's going to happen to them? Who's going to fill their place in the economy? Step forward our old friend net immigration. The OBR reckons there's going to be 1.5 million more net immigration by the end of this Parliament. So that's going to more than make up for those we're going to lose to benefits. But is this really a sensible way to run the economy? Is this really the best that a Labour government can do? So this week's budget will have shown Keir Starmer that nothing he's planning now will come close to achieving what he wants to do with the economy. He's not going to get anything like the 80% employment rate he wants right now, even with immigration piling on as high as it stands. What he's got to do is reform welfare, a proper plan, not a penny-pinching plan, and then see if he can deliver that change which the public voted for when they put him into power last year.